Alright, here it is. I'm about to start the install for the PROFLEX Commander Flex Fuel E85 kit. That way I have to run E85 and my 2019 Dodge Challenger Scatpack. Basically, this is a plug and play install. You don't have to get a tune or switch out any other parts outside of the kit that they send you. Everything they send in the kit, that's everything you need. You don't have to do additional steps as far as a tune, additional parts. All you gotta do is have the tools that you need to do the install. So first things first, you're gonna need a flathead screwdriver, 13 wrench, and a fuel disconnect tool. This, you're gonna use this to basically pop the sensors off, which I'm gonna show you later in the video. This, you're gonna need this to loosen this up and connect the ground wire under here. And obviously you're gonna need this to disconnect the fuel line. So if you haven't seen my unboxing video, you see right here, PROFLEX Commander, I got an unboxing video, shows you everything in the box. I took everything out. Everything's laid out right here. So you have the harness, which is a connecting piece right here, ground wire right here, and these are the pieces that go on the injectors. And also have two lines for the fuel and a ethanol fuel line converter right here, and the Commander part that you use to plug up at the end. So one of these sides are longer than the other one because the driver's side is the longer side. You're gonna mount that on this side, passenger side on this side, because the Commander and the ground wire is gonna be ran on this side. So those are longer. The fuel lines in the back, I'm gonna show you how to connect those. But I'm gonna go ahead and start this off. First thing you wanna do is you gotta pop this one and this off to get to the injector. Alright, so you can see I got the sides popped off. So now you can see these injector pieces right here and on this side as well. And if you look right here, this is the fuel line. It starts right here and it runs through the back and it ends right here on this side. I don't know if you see it right here where you see this that silver connector piece down there. So it runs from that side over here, and you're basically gonna be replacing that with this part right here. And also make sure you got your towel ready for your hands as well for the gas that may come out on the side right here. Make sure the car is cooled down. I drove this car early this morning, but then I parked it in the garage, left the hood open, so it's cooled down now, it's not hot. And I basically ran the gas pretty low, almost down to E, just enough to get to the gas station, because I want to do a fill up of the E85 and show you how much it costs or whatnot. So that's gonna be a whole nother video, but this is just the install video. So go ahead and get to the next part. So next, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and assemble these two fuel lines to this ethanol converter. So you're just gonna pull out the red piece right here and make sure the curved part is the part on the end. The longer one, the longer fuel line goes on the side with no sensor. So you just push this in here and press these buttons down and let it go. You should hear a snap. So that's in there. And you're gonna pull this side off as well. Grab this. These are the same size, so it don't matter which side. Just hold the buttons down and push this all the way back till you hear a snap. And let's see. Yeah, if you hold the buttons, you're not gonna hear the snap, but so you either hold the buttons or just press it on. If you don't hold the buttons, you'll hear a snap. If you're holding the buttons, it's just gonna go all the way back without a snap. So I got that part assembled, and that's it. So we'll go to the next part. All right, so next is 4 ends coming from the main connection of the harness, the part that goes inside the Commander. There's 4 wires coming from it, 2 being which is for the injectors, 1 for the ground wire, and then this cord right here goes on the converter. So you just want to snap this part on here. Just want to press it all the way back till you hear a snap. There it is. Obviously, this is the only plug that's going to fit this, so you know it's going to be the right one. And like I said, 2 of the lines are for the injectors, one for the ground wire and this one that we just connected to here. All right, so what you're gonna do next is basically disconnect the fuel line that's connected to the engine by pulling these two red clamps. There's one on this side and one right here at the bottom. I don't know if you see it. And then you're just gonna like kind of pry this part off and this whole part's gonna pop off. All right, so I got the clamps off, came off, and that's what it's gonna look like. You just pull this piece off. And like I said, it runs to the back and I still got to do a fuel disconnect on that side over there. Just have your towel ready to catch any gas that come out. All right, so when you get ready to do the fuel disconnect part, what you want to do is you want to put the silver piece on here and make sure it's the correct size and put it on there and close it up. Hold the side on here on the right side and then press this in here and it's gonna unlatch it and you just be able to pull it off. All right, so I got it disconnected. Like I said, you're just using this tool, put it in here, and it's gonna loosen up these clamps right here and allow you to pull it off the wire down there or the fuel line. So I got this removed. So like I said, you basically gonna need a towel from when you disconnected to catch it right there. And on that side as well, put it in there so you can catch all the gas. So all I'm about to do is basically connect these two pieces onto here, and then we're gonna move on to the injectors and I'll show you how to do that. So when you get ready to put this in, make sure you put in the part with the L shape, backwards L, on the engine side. And you're gonna run this behind the engine block and feed this to the part that you disconnected with this tool earlier. So we're gonna go ahead and put this in. Like I said, this goes right here. This is gonna be behind that, and this is gonna connect to the other one that you disconnected with the tool. All right, so now you want to remove 4 injectors on each side. You see I already did the first one right here. Got this removed. I'm just going to show you on the next one right here. So it's this little red clamp. What you want to do is you want to pull it up. You're going to hear it snap. And the little black part under here, you got to squeeze it and just pull it. Squeeze and pull at the same time. Now what I did is I used this flathead screwdriver to push it and pull, so I can't do that really on camera, but you can do it with your hand. But to be on the safe side, because you don't want to break it, you use a screwdriver just to press it and you see it go back, and then you just pull it straight up. It's going to be a little snug just because they never been off since the car came from the factory. So what you can is you to push it down a little bit and pull up, and it should come right up. All right, just to make it easier, if you want to, you see I pulled these pieces off that's only covering over here. That way you can fully get to the sensors. So I got them all off. 1, 2, 3, 4. And same thing on here. I got all 4 off right here. Like I said, make sure you've been gentle when you take them off because you want to break these pieces. I mean, before you get ready to wire the harness, make sure you put in the long side over here first. And let me just show you. So when you get ready to put it on, the longest cord is going to be from the front one, and the second to the longest length is for the second, and so on and so forth. So to make sure you're hooking them up the right way, make sure you're putting the longer one in front, and then as it gets shorter, that goes after that, and you're going to repeat that process on the same side. Okay, just another thing, when you get ready to hook the harness up, the end that look like this is the part that goes inside the engine from the part that you took apart, and then the one that you took off the engine is going to go in here. So this is basically taking the place of the factory one. You plug in this one in, and then you plug in the factory one inside of this. So like I said, make sure you start with the longest one for the front, and as it gets shorter, go back and back. But this end right here on the harness with the red piece in it is the part going inside the engine, and then the one that you removed is going inside this, and you can obviously tell because this is identical to the factory one right there. So go ahead and plug these 4 up on this side, and then I'm gonna do the other side and I'll come back. All right, so I got all the connectors hooked up. It's looking a little wild right now because I'm organized it once I make sure everything's working correctly. So like I said, you stick the that one inside here, and then you put the factory one inside the connector piece right here, and you just do that all the way back. Did this side as well. Last step is to connect the ground wire right here. Like I said, you need a 13mm wrench, but you might as well get a socket because that way you just keep turning it till it comes all the way off. I already basically got it all the way off, so let me just show you real quick. Twist this off, take the ground wire, and all you gotta do is just put that right over here and then screw that back down, and then you'll be basically done. All right, so I just got done putting on the ground wire. You see it's right there. I haven't put these back on. Lastly, you got the commander piece that gets plugged up to right here. It's basically the main port, the brain of this whole kit. But you want to crank your car up first, make sure it's running before you plug this up. Make sure you have no misfires, no check engine lights, anything like that. And like I said, once I crank it up and see that it's working, I'll plug this part up. Alright, so I just cranked the car up. Low on gas. Everything's running. See right here, no check engine lights. So I'll go ahead and turn the car off. Okay, now I got the car turned off. So I'm gonna go ahead and fix these wires up, put these pieces back on, and that's pretty much it. This is just a step-by-step install. So if you wanna get this, all you gotta do is go to Advanced Fuel Dynamics. I put a link down in the description, and basically it's a PROFLEX Commander, a flex fuel kit for you to run E85 in your car. You can run E85 fully, blend, or just, you know, regular 91, 93, whatever they sell in your state. All right, so I got everything put back up. You see I got the covers, and the wires that was coming from here. I ran around here, I zip tied them on this line right here that was already here. And I got the PROFLEX Commander module right here. And I put it right here. It comes with adhesive tape and you can stick it somewhere in here. But right here, it's this metal piece catching it so it won't fall down. Even if the adhesive tape was to wear off, it just won't go anywhere. I don't even got the adhesive tape peeled off. I just put it right here because it can't fall down. It's impossible, and it's on the slope, so it can't go back. And you see the wires running from here. And I left this one kind of out because it's kind of it's not that long, so I don't want to have no strain on it. So I got it sitting right here freely, but everything else is routed on this wire on back to back here, so you can't see it. So you can't even tell it's here besides, you know, this part right here, and that's fine because it's on the hood, so it's not a big deal. Like I said, I don't want to put a strain on this wire and have it, like, you know, pulling the whole time. I just have it loose, sitting right here. Everything else is tucked. Everything is tucked on this side. Nothing's hanging out. And that's the complete install.
Was on my grind, it was my time. I ain't think twice. I paid that price and we did this, nigga. Yeah. Reached every goal I actually set. I had to sit back down and rearrange that list, nigga. Yeah. And now I'm out here.